Yo, it's the Daily Huddle, yeah, you know the name. Three stooges in the booth, bringing ruckus, bringing fame. Every weekday at noon, you know we bring that fire. Rob, Bill, and Ken in the squad, that's our empire. Yo, Rob's the fact checker, keeping it real. Dropping knowledge on the daily, that's the deal. Bill's ready to roast, got the rival in his sight. When he steps to the mic, you know he's ready to ignite. Ken spitting facts, man, he's sharp as a knife. Throwing hard truth bombs, this is real podcast life. John Dorn in the mix, he's like, fuck the Lions. Bringing all the heat, likes to see the anger rising. Daily Huddle, we hustle, bring the vibe every time. Rants and facts, laughter, everything in its prime. Live every weekday, man, we're here to grind. Noon Central Standard, come and free your mind. Eric brings the rants, off the chain like a beast, letting loose his thoughts, they just never cease. In the studio we gather like a family affair. Podcast kings, yeah, we rise and declare. Roasting rival fools, we setting the tone. The Three Stooges take your fears and turn them to stone. Facts over fiction, we keep it 100. Tearing down the myths while the laughs keep coming. Daily Huddle, we hustle, bring the vibe every time. Rants and facts, laughter, everything in its prime. Live every weekday, man, we're here to grind. Noon Central Standard, coming free.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Daily Huddle. What's up, fellas?
Hey, check it out. So like I was telling you guys, the first time I ever went to a Packers game, and I was walking around, the outskirts of Lambeau Field. We got two rocks here.
That happened.
There we go. Hey, check it out, Rock. Here's that bear. Look.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
Bill went to a Packer Bear game and they were
Look at
cooking
that.
live bear. Look at that shit.
Yeah, A-Dub, I was at my first Packer game, and I was walking around, and people were actually rotisserie a fucking bear, bro.
Damn.
I didn't even know you eat bear. Apparently, Packer fans eat bear. Not just on the field, but
I just getting ready to say, Bill. I was like, yeah, they already eat them on the field.
like that doesn't even look good, dude. Like that looks disgusting.
I was getting ready to say they already eat them on the field. Why not on a rotisserie, right?
You think it's Jay Cutler?
Yeah, right.
I'm about to say, unless you got some special sauce or something to put on that, I wouldn't even touch it.
Yeah, that looked nasty to me. It looked dry as hell too, right?
Hey, it's like my dad used to say, if you ain't never tried it, you can't knock it. You know what I mean? You got to try it
You
first.
can knock it. I'll listen to that shit, Rock. You can say whatever the fuck you want. It's a free country.
Nah, man, you got to try it first before you can judge anything.
Yeah. Look, bro,
Yeah.
I don't need to look at a cooked snake and say, I got to try that. Fuck that. They're cooking rat burgers over there, man. You want to try one? No.
I told you I could eat a cooked steak. I'm talking about the raw ones. I ain't eating no raw steak.
Yeah, no, I'm not. No. Sorry, bro. Can't do it.
If it's still got red in it, I don't need it.
Can't do it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Can't. Anyway. So any news today? Anybody do anything? Anybody say anything?
No, nothing.
Special I haven't heard yet.
I haven't heard anything either, man. I hate this time of year.
Yeah.
Well,
Deadline
I mean,
football.
I'm saying that. I mean, I don't know if y'all want to know about Eagles news. I mean, this being a Norfolk Huddle, but they said that Jahad Campbell went on pace to being able to pin man.
Look, we'll make fun of the Eagles just as fairly as we do everybody else, man. Go ahead.
I know you will. You always do, and it's all good with me. I don't give a fuck, you cheeseburger motherfuckers.
It's love. It's love, Brock. It's love.
It's love, all right.
It's going to be a lot of love.
I don't need to spread over my fucking burger, bitch.
John says bear meat's greasy. There you go. That just tells you everything you need to know about a greasy-ass bear fan. Greasy.
But something funny about you even mentioning the Bears. It just reminded me of a video I just currently saw earlier where I was seeing every team's worst head coach, and of course, when it came to Green Bay, the worst head coach we could have ever had was a former player for the Bears.
Oh, yeah. I guess. You're right. Hurts
I mean,
gets
I
carried by
didn't-
the defense. Look at that.
Yeah,
I mean, I
I
don't.
hear all that shit about Hurts, man. There ain't nothing anybody could say that I haven't already heard.
That's
Right.
hey. Did you know
Hey,
Hurts
Rock.
is clear?
Hey, Rock,
You
did
hadn't
you
heard
get,
that before.
hey, Rock, did you get the message?
What message?
There you go, bro. Get the message. In case you didn't get it, Brock.
Oh
Yeah, well,
my goodness.
let's see how well he does in Pittsburgh before that message goes through. Fuck him.
He
Let's
said,
see what he does in Pittsburgh. Fuck him.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, the dad sure didn't do shit in New York, did he?
Nope.
Nah,
Actually, he had
Fuck
pretty
sure
good.
as hell
He had
didn't.
pretty good numbers in New York. To be truthful with you, we were looking at him. I think he had like 3,800 yards or some shit.
Yeah,
actually
he
not
had
too
30
bad.
something yards in.
Yeah, that's actually not too bad. I mean,
Yeah, we were
Yeah,
talking
that
about
just goes to show you when you had a decent quarterback and you were still a shit show. What the fuck?
right.
Right. And the thing, he had almost the same number of interceptions Love had too.
Is that Eric?
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
up, y'all?
What's up, Eric?
What's
How you been doing, man?
Bill?
He quietly snuck in.
Yeah, nice, right?
Quietly.
Well,
Hey,
well
I
he's
didn't
so
want to
small, we
interrupt
probably didn't
anybody.
even see him sneak in. You know what I mean? He's so damn small, he probably just snuck in and we didn't even see him because of that reason. It ain't the fact that he kept quiet. His ass is too damn small to see him anyway.
Yeah, he wasn't wearing
Well,
his
we
night.
love you anyway.
We
He
didn't see
sits
him.
I
on
mean,
the
but I
couch.
ain't got no room to talk. I'm only 5'7". I'm not very tall.
5'7".
You know what I
You're a
mean?
little midget, Rock.
Yeah, I'm 5'7", dude. I'm just,
You're a midget.
I'm like
Dude,
6'1".
hey,
Rock. I'm 6'1",
Bro,
Rock. Holy
bro,
fuck, you're
bro,
short.
hey, bro, I'm like dynamite, man. I come in small packages, but I blow up nice. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
I'm 6'1", man. You're 5'7". Holy cow, man.
3.
Yeah.
How tall are
5'7".
you, Eric? Like 6'1", 6'2"? How
Eric's
tall?
4'9", 4'9".
4'9", Eric.
I'm not 4'9".
Eric,
Oh.
hey, let me tell you something. Eric's gonna be taller than me. I'm telling you.
I mean, you know you're small when you sit on the curb and your feet swing. Holy fuck.
Yeah,
They're
man.
Everybody runs around going, "They're after me, Lucky Charms." Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Well, football can't get here soon enough. I'm ready to go. Uh-oh, what's this? Rock will punch Rob in the nuts. I know, and but he's so short. My nuts are like his face probably. No,
We got 61 days.
61 motherfucking days.
I couldn't find really no good players with the number 61.
Yeah, it's hard,
So,
bro. It's offensive lineman. It's hard, bro.
Brett Good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
he
got
was good though.
That's who he's got. Brett Good. That's who he's got. Brett Good days away from. That's who he's got.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I say I was looking. He goes, I'm looking for one. Yeah, that's the best one you're gonna find for that number. What up, Mitch? Hello there, bud.
Hey, Rocco, we got 58 days until your She-Goes play the Cowgirls.
Let me tell you something, man. We got 58 days until you watch the best team smack them around and let them know who their stepchild is. You know what I'm saying? We're going to smack them around and teach them like they're my children. They are my children. You watch, Dak Prescott's going to run like a little bitch from that team. You watch, he's going to get a little injury in training camp. Somewhere, somehow, I'm telling you, I've been telling people, something tells me he's going to bitch out of that game. He bitches out of the Eagles games when they're healthy. He always does. And something tells me he's going to try and pitch out of that one.
Man,
If he goes and starts that first week, I'll be shocked because Dak Prescott does not like to play the Eagles at full strength. He doesn't.
has he ever played them in full strength or what?
No. Well, maybe once, and then and that was a couple years ago, and we dumped him on his fucking head.
Well,
Oh yeah, he went for a run, and we ended up flipping him upside down,
It's not hard.
Oh,
and he landed on his head.
That's quite harsh.
Oh yeah. Well, there's a photo out there with it on there. Well, he went running to try to get a touchdown, and we flipped him the fuck over. Boink.
Flip
Try
him
it
up.
again, dummy. And then he tried the 2-point conversion like 2 plays later and ended up stepping out of bounds. We ended up winning that game by 5. I remember that game very well. So, no, I don't think he's going to play week 1. I really don't. I think he's going to find a way to fucking pussy out.
Please, bro. You should be worried about you.
I just seen a report the other day that Dak said he's in the best shape of his life.
I know.
You seen that, Rock?
Yeah,
Hey,
so
hey,
what?
let me ask you something. Does bodybuilders think they can play football?
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest with each other. Just because you're in shape doesn't mean you can throw. Doesn't mean you can think better.
The number one
Doesn't
reason
mean
why
you
the
can play
Cowboys will
better.
fail is Schottenheimer. That's the number one reason. Schottenheimer.
I mean, what do you guys think about him? Do you think he's a good coach? You think he's going to be a good coach?
No.
I don't think so.
What? Give me your take as to why you don't think he's going to be a good coach.
I mean,
If there's a reason I don't think he's a good coach is because I can't recall any other area or program where he's been very successful.
That's right. Your accolades are it should precede you. Your reputation should be that you're a decent coach. I haven't heard nothing good about him. I mean, I'm sure they had to go find some stuff to say good about him, but I just don't know. To me, this seems like the Cowboys rushed it. They reached. They could have got someone else, man. I mean, I don't.
I heard somebody say the other day that Dallas went from bad to worse because they said he's even worse than McCarthy in their opinion.
Sure, bro.
Right. At least when you hire McCarthy, he had the resume where he deserved to have the job at the time.
He's got a Super Bowl on his resume. He's got a lot of winning seasons on his resume. I mean, yeah, you would have thought he would have. I mean, even while McCarthy was their head coach. I mean, remember last year they moved off him because he had a bad year, but the years before that, I don't think he had anything less than 12 win seasons.
No, he didn't. He had 3 straight 12-win seasons.
And of course,
yeah, that's what I mean. So he's got success.
The thing is, he had back-to-back 12-win season with Dallas, and yet they still couldn't go anywhere.
Nope. After the playoffs, number 2 seed, we smoked them. Sent them packing.
I mean, everybody's still giving me shit about that year. Oh, we took the division from you. And you just went out and proved the next week after that you didn't deserve it when the Packers destroyed your asses. So don't give me that shit.
They were the fool's gold Lions of last year. That's what they were.
Exactly. That's exactly what I think too. Exactly. That's a good analysis.
That's the fool's gold Lions.
When it came to Philly that year, maybe one could have warned you about Matt Patricia. Like, I'm sure that's the reason that year went like it did. Like, you should have never had him on your coaching staff.
Well, we quit on the coaches after that because Darius Slay told him straight up. He told everybody on the defense, don't play for him. So you could see it that literally we shut down to another gear and we didn't play hard anymore. You could see that shit. And everybody and the Eagles players basically told Jeffrey Lurie and told Nick Sirianni, get him the fuck out of here by the end of the year or we're fucking quitting.
No.
So guess who went out the door? Matt Patricia, just like you said, A-Dub. That's a great point.
When was this at the end of the season?
Excuse me?
Was this at the end of the season?
Yeah, well, yeah. They told him because they'd already told Sirianni and them because they already hired him. Yeah. So Slay told the defense, he said, just quit playing. Don't worry about it.
That's really weird timing. If I'm not mistaken, Rob, that's when you got Rock's application to become a Packer fan was like, what?
Yeah, it was. I remember it clearly.
It's all coming together. Everything's coming together.
Rock said they hired that fucking Matt Patricia guy. That Matt Patricia guy is enough to make me quit. So, yeah, I mean, it's okay, Rock. It's okay, bud.
Hey, it's like I told a Cowboys fan last night. I said we all went out and proved that we quit on the coaches when we went right back out the following year and won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you could tell the defense quit on Matt Patricia for sure. You could definitely
Fuck yeah, you could tell. I mean, you guys can say what you want, you control what you want, but I could see my team shut it down. They were like, "Fuck you, we're not playing."
Week one, Mitch, you're gonna be gone. It's gonna be ghost. We're gonna be Mitch free because we're gonna smoke your ass,
dude. After week one, all we're gonna hear out of Mitch is he's gonna be hightailing it out of this motherfucker.
Dude, I love that you got that fucking cartoon running, man. That shit's cool as fuck. That is the fucking WB fucking running sound if I've ever heard it, man. I'm telling you.
That's most Lion fans after week one. That's all you're gonna hear.
Dude. That is the shit. That is so fucking funny.
Fuck the Lions.
But
yeah.
And what's that supposed to do for the Lions psyche if they lose to us? Like you would think going into this year, as I mentioned before, this year had to be Super Bowl or bust. And in terms of that kind of year, there's some games you cannot afford to lose, especially not to Green Bay.
Well, to answer your question, if I lost to Green Bay and I'm the Lions, I would tell my team, don't worry about it because Green Bay's going to be battling with us up at the top all season. But you better not go out and lose to the fucking Bears because they were in last place.
Look, this is how funny Mitch is. He's like same old Lions division champ. You act like that's something that goes on the regular. You guys are at 2 years in the last like 60, bro, and you're like, oh, same old Lions winning all the time. Oh, stop it, bro. Oh my God!
Yeah, it's coming.
I was doing the same thing.
You want to know, and if anything I can find more comical when you mention that is the fact that Green Bay has more winning seasons than they have division titles altogether.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you guys hold the basement. Mitch, you've been in the basement so long, your ass cheeks are down there permanently, bro. Stop.
Yeah, his ass imprint's still in the fucking couch.
That's exactly right, bro. You spend so much time down there, bro.
Hey, next time you're down there, you need to clean up them fucking Bud Light.
Little No-Town Mitch was here in the basement for many, many years. You fucking crybaby. What are you talking about, bro? Mitch, I'm not your average Packer fan, bro. Get that shit out of here. That's some weak ass shit talking that crap. Fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, we go live, win, lose.
Yeah, bro. Get that shit out of here, bro. We've had winning seasons and losing seasons. You've only had one or two winning seasons in your entire ever. And that's why I say, bro, last year, your team was the best that anybody's ever seen the Detroit Lions be. That is the best.
All I know is during the season, Motown Mitch needs to bring his ass on the Saturday night show. I want to hear him crying about losing week one. I got to hear this.
Right.
You should mark that in your book, Motown Mitch. That Saturday following the game, you need to come on. You could come on before that Saturday, too, before the game if you got balls.
Yeah.
He got his balls.
Yeah, he might have to get his balls on his wife's purse or something.
Yeah. Has anybody ever seen this guy's face?
No, he actually called in one time. He called in once, but he's never.
Yeah, I know. I was here when he called in, but he's never been on the line.
No.
He never showed.
No.
Nope.
No, he's never come, bro.
He's gonna do it now.
No, I don't think so either.
The only thing I look at him to be is a keyboard warrior without a face.
Bro, hey, Mitch, here's the thing is you can't dispute facts when you're face to face, bro. I mean, I keep telling you this, bro. Well, I'll listen to you. I'll put you front and center. You've seen us put Eric front and center plenty of times, bro. I'll let you run your mouth for fucking minutes if you want. But, bro, you got to come on here.
Hey, look. I get trolled. I get messed with. I still show it, man. So, Mitch,
right,
you
bro.
ain't nothing compared to me.
I know.
The first time might be rough.
Don't you ever compare yourself to Mitch, man. At least you got the balls to come on here and tell everybody what you think. You know what I mean? I'm proud of you.
Mitch does it. He's a keyboard warrior from the comments, bro. That's all.
I appreciate that, Rob.
Yeah, I mean, because you may be young, but you're learning from us that if you got an opinion, speak it out and don't be afraid of it.
Hey,
I mean, stand on what you really believe in.
Packers suck or not, but I'll let you be the expert of what sucks. All right, bro. How about that? You just keep sucking yourself. Fucking guys, man. I swear to God. See you.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, like I
Winkleman's
said,
just trying to get under the skin. That's all he's trying to do. I know
as
Winkleman.
far as where the Lions stand, they better get it done this year, or you're just not, or whatever, or that label of the same old Lions and Fool's Gold thing. That label's gonna stick for a while.
Bro, look! The thing that Broski was talking about the other day. A couple years ago, me and John were on Russell's podcast, and they hated the fact that John always said "same old Lions, same old Lions." So they asked us if we'd stop saying it. I haven't said "same old Lions" or thrown it in Russell's face or any of those guys since I said if they won the division, I wouldn't say it anymore. John said the same thing, but John doesn't care. He's still trolling them. I call him Fool's Gold Lion because of how you guys have all heard me, bro. They were picked. That's the best team they've ever had. They were picked to win it all. They were supposed to be the gold standard, the number one seed, the favorite to win it all, and they choked. I'm sorry, bro. That comes with that crap too. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were definitely picked to go into the NFC Championship game against the Eagles. That I'm for sure.
Yeah. Here you go. Look,
picked that game.
They're almost 30 games behind.
That tells you right there.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. It's 30 games behind us.
Mm-hmm.
I know, bro. You always say, I got you, Mitch. You say a lot of things, bro. You say a lot.
I mean, like I said, I don't think I'm going to lose this bet with you.
Hey, Winkleman, why don't you pop on, bro? Here, let me send Winkleman the link.
Yeah, send him the link.
He says he's a Dolphin.
Hey, I'll tell you what.
He hates keyboard warrior. Well, you got one in the comments right now. Now, Winkleman.
Yeah.
No, Winkleman will come on, bro. He don't go. He actually embarrassed Darcy pretty good yesterday. I was cracking up.
Oh, man.
Darcy tried to may be drinking and shit, but I'll tell you what, that guy knows his football history like the back of his hand, drunk, sober, or not. He called Darcy out on a couple of questions about the Lions that Darcy didn't even know what the fuck to say.
No shit.
I watched it live, bro. I watched it live, dude. It was hilarious, bro. He has someone
Winterman destroyed Darcy, man. That would have been something nice to see.
No, even though he's drunk or buzzed or whatever, he knows his football, bro. If you ask him some NFL questions, he'll spit it out for you. I'm telling you.
That's good. That's good.
Darcy thought he was going to try to talk shit to him until that happened.
Darcy gonna learn to leave him the fuck alone.
Yeah. No, Darcy ended up just leaving the call because he didn't want to get embarrassed. He kept asking him.
Is that true?
Darcy got ball?
Yeah.
Is that true? Do you see what John posted?
Golf ranked 32 behind.
I mean, I'm not saying John's a liar. He usually has his receipts with him, so I'd have to believe it.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's trolling or not. I don't know if it's a troll shot. Because he likes to troll.
Funny thing about ranks.
Robert said I don't trust him.
Funny thing about ranks. Well, you know that PFF has ranked the Bears to have the best O-line going into this season.
Oh, yeah.
Out of the NFC North.
We saw that yesterday. Somebody brought that up. Broski brought it up, actually. Broski's the one who brought it up and said somewhere that they said the Bears. He goes, I don't even understand how they could say that because he was shocked that they're saying the Bears got the best O-line. They haven't even played a snap together yet. I don't get it.
Yeah, I guess they got that thought together according to the PFF grades for every offensive lineman that's on the line, perhaps.
Yeah.
I think that's how they got that kind of grade together. And they got us at 14th as far as being that low. Maybe as far as the run blocking grade, you have something there, but you look at the way our line performed last year. Jordan Love was one of the least sacked QBs out there on the field.
Yeah. Well, you're right, bro. 100%.
Like that alone should tell you how good of an O-line he's got out there. When your quarterback is not taking a lot of sacks on the field, that should tell you how good of an O-line you got.
Well, it also tells you he's a smart quarterback and knows when to get rid of the ball. He's not tucking it and running like Caleb does. You know, when you get in that situation, it's fight or flight. You know, some guys will fight, some guys will run. You know, that's just how it is.
That's what I couldn't stand about Carson Wentz when he was my quarterback. He didn't know when it was time to shut it down. That used to bother me and drive me crazy.
You got so many accounts, Winkleman. I had to send it to like 8 different accounts just to make sure I hit the right one. And then the one you're using ain't even your picture. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's my old Ming picture.
Oh, okay.
Mitch don't like what PFF's saying about his quarterback. Yeah, bro, this is the truth, bro.
Golf is just is just another freaking one of those quarterbacks from the You remember the guy from Baltimore that won the Super Bowl? Game manager.
Talk about Flacco.
Yeah.
Talk about Flacco.
Dumar.
No, the game manager.
Dilfer.
Yeah.
Talking about Trent Dilfer.
Yeah, Trent Dilfer.
Dilfer, yeah.
Dilfer. Okay, Dilfer.
Trent Dildo. I mean Dilfer. Yeah.
Dildo, yeah. But no, that's what golf is. Really, he's just a freaking game managing quarterback.
How do you think he's going to do without Ben Johnson now, though?
I've said this to Lions fans. Hey, you look at it, right? Even the Eagles, the year after that, they lost both their coordinators. They made the playoffs, yes, but they didn't win the Super Bowl. They weren't the same team. They had to learn the new system.
Look, Mitch wants to take odds with the PFF.
Okay, now hang on. Don't get off this comment here.
In defense of that, Wiggleman, we did go 10-1 before they made Matt Patricia the defensive coordinator. And then we just turned around and said, fuck the season, and we just quit. After they did that shit, Steve even called it. Steve over in Boom Boom, he called it. He said, you just lost the season. And I looked at him, I said, what do you mean? He says, your defense is going to quit on them because they don't want to play for Patricia. And he was right.
Patricia is a sucker. Coordinator, head coach, whatever.
He's so bad that he had my whole defense quit on him, dude. They didn't even want to play for him.
Bro,
and you could see they shut it down.
He suffers from Bill Belichick-itis. He's going to be Bill Belichick so bad and try to do everything Bill Belichick did. Just be your own coach, bro. And
exactly.
It cost him, bro. It cost him. He got a reputation as being a hard fucking coach and when he was running Detroit.
Yep. So, in defense to my team, losing the coordinators only hurt us on the defensive side. The offensive side, we were still doing pretty decent. We were doing fine.
You know, the experts
we couldn't find a decent coordinator.
The experts in the NFL, Mitch, they listen to PFF. That factors into how they.
I don't understand. He says PFF is trash. So who the fuck do you use?
I don't know. That's exactly. I don't understand who the fuck.
I want to see what he uses. Who do you use? Who do you use to get your football stats?
I was getting ready to say he's only saying that because they're down in golf. That's all.
Yeah. Look, he's trying to find. Look, bro, they're not going to agree with everything you say, Mitch. That's what I don't understand, bro. You think you got every player in every position as the best in the league? I mean, that's your mentality going into this, bro.
Yeah.
So 1 second. He also wants to downgrade PFF, right? But doesn't PFF rank his defense good? Doesn't PFF rank
every single thing?
Rank Amon St. Brown above Justin Jefferson?
But that's garbage.
But they're saying it's garbage. But he's saying it's garbage, right?
Yeah.
Mitch, tell me why they're ranking the Bears offense. They've never even played a snap together in a fucking game. Tell me why they're even in the top 5. Explain it to me, bro. Make it make sense because it don't. And it's not because of PFF, bro. These are other idiots taking grades and adding them up and saying, look, on paper, this makes sense. But we all know paper is just as good as it's only as good as what it's printed on, you know, or what it's made of in this case.
And
guys, you guys see the favorite spot for Za'Darius Smith, by the way, as we sit here and talk about this? There was
the Lions offered him a contract, and
the Lions. Broski said the other day they gave him an offer.
Yeah. Their favorite landing spot for him right now is the Bears.
Yeah, because he's making the rounds of the division. That's the only team he ain't been to yet.
Yup.
That's funny.
Hey, Winkerman, man, I'm going to give you congratulations on destroying Darcy. Very good. Very, very good. I'm glad you roasted the shit out of that bitch. So, hey, let me ask you something. How did it taste to eat Canadian burgers?
Bro,
Nah, that's the same thing as everywhere else.
He said it's the same thing as everywhere else.
Meat's meat.
I can't help you, Mitch. You don't understand what PFF does. You don't understand.
Yeah, I heard that Darcy
You don't
tried
understand.
to destroy you, and you fucking roasted him. That was funny.
Dumbass doesn't even know who Dick Lane is.
Dick Lane.
Wow.
Dick
Yeah.
Night Train Lane.
They didn't even know who that was, bro. What the fuck?
How you gonna be a fucking Lions fan and not know Night Train Lane? Come on.
Mm-hmm.
I told you, Winkleman was destroying him. It was hilarious, bro. And all he could do was get off the live feed.
Yo, man, you got to send him the fucking Steve Sable NFL film series and let him fucking start studying. They'll show him Night Train Lane a bunch of times, man. He'll learn who Night Train Lane is. That's funny. Yeah. That's how I learned a lot of my history, though. If you really want to know the truth, man, I sat there every weekend and watched NFL films on a religious basis for like 20 years and just watched them and watched them and watched them and watched them.
I watch a lot of history, dude. I watch a lot of football history stuff.
Fucking right, man. You watch a lot of that shit.
Especially on YouTube. And then I watch a lot of, like, that's how I get my history.
Remember the videos, NFL Follies, bro? Remember all those videos in the 80s, bro?
Man. Oh, God, yeah.
They were fucking
those were
beautiful.
badass videos, bro. Those were badass videos.
Especially when you had the Looney Tunes in the background talking for him and shit. The Looney Tunes, you have Elmer Fudd and fucking Porky Pig talking for him and shit. That shit was funny, dude.
Like I said, Mitch, when you're ready to talk real football, bro, I mean, we'll talk about PFF, and I'll explain to you how the great.
What's that rooster's name? What's that rooster's name on the WB? The one that goes.
Darcy Maville. That would be Darcy Maville.
That's Darcy Maville.
Yeah.
Foghorn Leghorn. Foghorn Leghorn.
That's it. Foghorn Leghorn. He did a skit about Joe Namath talking about it was a bean. He could throw that bean later than anybody, you know what I mean? And he did the whole fucking thing. It was a great fucking skit. You need to look it up. That shit was funny.
Hey,
but it was
Eric,
a great fucking
said
skit about Joe Namath.
Bro.
What happened?
Soto said he likes your haircut.
Like your haircut, bro. I told you you look good, Eric. I told you, bro. You looking good, bro.
He looks like he's a military guy.
No, yeah, Eric's looking like he's ready for training camp. He's ready for camp, bro. He's ready
going
for
to boot camp. He's going to boot camp, boys.
Bro, it's not about you don't understand what PFF is for, bro. Clearly you don't know what it's for. Just stop, Mitch, when you're you're just making it sound dumber, bro.
The keyboard warrior.
So what exactly do you use, Motown Mitch? Just tell us that. What do you use?
He uses Yahoo.
He probably does, or AOL Sports and shit.
AOL Sports.
Google. He just Googles everything, man. Come on now.
Oh, snap. John says Darcy is a bandwagon Lions fan like Mitch. They both were Jets fans 3 years ago. Oh, Mitch, the truth is coming out. Mitch, is that true, Mitch? I mean, is it as true as PFF is trash? I mean, come on, Mitch. Were you a Jets fan 3 years ago?
He had it because
I'm going to tell you anything I know about Darcy being a Jets fan.
Yeah, the Lions were shit a couple years ago, so he wasn't a Lions fan then.
I know he's a Buffalo fan. I know that.
Darcy's he's a bandwagon fan too.
He's a Lion, a Rams, and a Buffalo.
Yeah, definitely a Rams fan.
Oh,
he was a Rams fan
too.
Yeah, he
Stafford when they switched.
Stafford
switched over, bro. He got the shirt. I'm a Detroit Rams fan. That's what he said. He was a Detroit Rams fan.
He's the one that started the Detroit Rams thing.
He's doing that shit.
Bro,
that's when we first met him. He did that shit.
That's when we first met him, bro. Yeah.
Because I actually saw somebody from Detroit wear that shit. It said Detroit Rams.
Yeah, he had a shirt. Yeah, he had a shirt that said, "I'm."
Although Darcy did say 2025 was the year the Lions were going to win the Super Bowl. So I mean, he's on record saying that. So
yeah.
I mean, he had a better shot of saying that last year than he does this year.
Bro, that was the best team anybody's ever seen in Detroit. Anybody.
Yeah, hands down.
All of us. We've never seen Detroit have a team that good. None of us have ever seen that in Detroit.
Yep.
And I mean, we've seen Megatron go through there. We've seen fucking Barry Sanders go through there, and they've never had a team like that.
Never had a team like what we saw last year.
With Sanders.
And for
offensive line, like Sanders actually wanted to be a Packer.
Yeah.
Say that again. Who wanted to be a Packer?
Sanders.
Oh, Barry Sanders. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised by that because the Packers knew how to take care of their players back then.
Yeah.
They had a good offensive line. Like if you look at Detroit and how when he played, I'm telling you, Barry Sanders would have been.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's always our problem. We didn't have a decent running back in that time, and Barry just didn't have a decent. We could have just made that work.
Yeah. And funny thing,
who did we take? Who did we take? Tony Mandridge? Is that who we took?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
O-line.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
Over Sanders too.
Over Sanders. What the fuck?
I mean, could you imagine him being in Bowling Green? That's fucking unreal.
I mean, you guys did have a good running back. I forget about I forget the guy's name, but you guys had a great running back way back.
Talking about Dorsey Levens, maybe.
I'm thinking I was just getting ready to say Dorsey Levens.
No, he's talking about Taylor.
I'm talking about the Hall of Famer in the 60s.
Yeah, he's talking about Taylor.
Jim Taylor.
Yeah. Who's the other guy?
Talking about Jim Taylor.
Horny.
Paul Horny.
Another one that was great for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm really jealous you guys got fucking A.J. Dillon, too, by the way.
What's up, Philip? Go Pack, go, bud.
Why are you jealous about that? He's got a neck injury. I'm hoping he don't break his fucking neck this year.
This is a good question.
Career, though. Look at his career. This is somebody like Leroy Horde. Someone I actually like Leroy Horde.
Well, Rick, you got to remember, brother, he didn't play at all last year, sir.
I know. But I'm jealous of his career. I mean, look at him behind.
You talking about Jones. 18 weeks of football supposed to hurt people more so, Scott?
You know what I mean?
If I give an honest answer to that question, it's going to be difficult for anyone to stay healthy that long.
Yeah.
It's a violent sport.
Especially a power back.
I mean, they're looking for him to be our third down back, if that's what you're really asking. That's why A.J. Dillon is here. Because I've been looking into what his role's supposed to be, and they want him to be the short yardage down back, third down back. That's what they want him to be.
He's that guy who, when you need 3, he'll give you 5. When you need 6, he'll give you 5.
If you need the 1 or 2 yards and you're too far away for the push, then fucking give it to AJ. I'm sure he can get 2 yards. He's got 600 pounds of fucking leg strength.
Let me ask you guys this. I mean, if they want to add more weeks, I would be for it if they allowed you to have like baseball does. You know how baseball's got multiple pitchers? So one day they're going to put in a lefty, one day they're going to – I mean, in order for you to sustain a longer season in this kind of a violent sport, you would need to have multiple starters at multiple positions. Like you have like 2 starting quarterbacks and you have like 4 running backs that you use throughout the year because you're going like 20, 25 weeks. I mean, I don't know how else you could make it so that you could – like you switch guys out, you rest guys for a couple of weeks, you know, and then you put it, you know.
The latest I'd
say that helps, but I would also say if you're going to extend the season any longer, you should have an extra bye week as well.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, I agree. I think if you get up to like 20 games, you should have 2 bye weeks in there somewhere. I agree.
So at the same time, they don't even have an off season now. If you look at it, 3 weeks between.
Well, and it's mostly just to give you a chance to like test your rookies. You know what I mean?
But they start they start their
we get going to their
OTAs 3 weeks after the draft, or a couple weeks after the draft. I want to say.
Yeah. No. I like preseason. That's the time you get to see your rookies. I don't think they should get rid of preseason, but I'm okay with them adding weeks to the season. Just let's figure it out so that these guys can sustain it longer. You know what I mean?
My thing is for us, it's good because it gives us constant content.
Right.
But think about the players.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you only have 1 month to rest.
Yeah, but if you had a lineup, if you had a stable of running backs, you could say.
If you have a stable of everything.
Yeah, that's how you'd have to do it. It's the only way you can make it so you could go longer. In my opinion, anyway. Hey, here's a good question. Phil's had a good question. Does Caleb's attitude derail his career? Because he is in the.
If Caleb has a bad season this season, it's Caleb. It's nobody else but Caleb.
We talked about this yesterday. What is your guys? If they have a bad start, how long do they go before they bench Caleb? How many weeks in you think if he has a bad start?
I think that they give him the whole season, and I think next season they start looking elsewhere.
Wow, you think they give him the whole season? That they did that last year.
They'll give him the whole year. He got hit. He got sacked 80 times last year. He's the most hit quarterback in the league last year, Robert.
I understand that, bro. But all that says is he can take a hit. He couldn't play for shit. They only had 5 wins.
It's hard to make plays when you're getting hit that many times. On top of that, your coach is
okay. So, but if none of that changes, how long does Ben Johnson go? How long does Ben Johnson? You think Ben Johnson's going to ride a quarterback who doesn't win for him?
Just for 1 year, yeah.
Oh, really? I don't think so.
Yeah, I almost guarantee you, unless he's just like shit in the bed completely, and they got an 0-6 start or some shit like that.
What if Bajan's a better quarterback than Caleb?
Now you're adding in some things that
because okay. you heard the story, right? Bajan wants an open competition.
Oh,
he wants a guarantee of an open competition.
My bad, Robert. I didn't know there was somebody making his little butt cheek.
Yes, bro. Okay. Yes.
Hey, but let me double back on the 18 weeks on the season just real quick. This is this is more of the factors I'm thinking about it. Even though yes, we're getting more football and all that. And I'm not even worried about the players at this point. I'm worried about they can either make you or break you. Let's say it comes down to it. And then could be the reason you're not making the playoffs. Could be the reason you're getting pushed out. Let's say you're secure week 17. Now week 18 comes along and some shit that could put you in a rough situation or not out of there. That's what I'm saying. It can go either way. But I would go for it. They would have to at least take one preseason game out though, for sure.
Yeah. No, I just think in order to extend the season, you just need more players. You need more options. It would be cool if you had 2 starting quarterbacks, 1 week this guy plays better against the run. 1 week this guy plays better against the pass.
Yeah.
So now you have a running quarterback, you have a passing quarterback, you have a pocket. It just makes your team more. And if you could go more games and more,
as I'm sitting here thinking about this, right? The team in the North that benefits by that is the Green Bay Packers, though.
Why is that?
Malik Willis and Jordan Love.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but it wasn't planned to do that. But if you had a season like that, teams would game plan. They would draft around that, draft that way. You know what I'm saying? You would have a chance.
You look at the Minnesota Vikings. We have Sam Howell. We have Sam Howell, and we have. I mean, we do have a decent backup, but I wouldn't trust him.
I don't
trust Howell.
I trust Sam Howell a little bit, but the thing about it, that's not even the point. I'm past thinking about who would favor. If the rule's the rule, tell your GM to draft better. We're not all that excuse making shit. That's just out the window, man. Just like if your team's landing on your ass and you're down 40 already and they still score, guess what? If you don't like it, find a way to stop it. Goddammit, tell your players to get in the weight room. We got to go to the wall. But I'm telling you, the way they're gonna extend this shit, there would be no extra factor. They would have to do that. If they changed it to that, and then for the Pro Bowl, instead of the little flag football shit they do, they had the rookies from each conference go face off. They would be back in action. Right. The NFC rookies versus the AFC rookies, but that's all they got to do is change that shit back to real football.
Man, I miss the olden days where they had the talent, all those freaking the Pro Bowl talent show. I could care about the game itself. I always used to love watching the quarterbacks throw the ball. And those challenges,
Yeah. Yeah,
that's not a bad idea.
There's a lot of things about the sport they've changed, man, that I miss, and that And a lot of times I wish they wouldn't. They just stop fucking with it. You know what I mean? Stop fucking with my sport. I mean, every year they change it, trying to make it better. But a lot of it, I still
making it too soft.
The dynamic kickoff is bullshit.
It's way too fucking
They're trying to
soft.
make it so watchable for kids in the rest of the world, bro. On top of that, I'm gonna tell you what else it is, and people don't want to believe it. All this sports betting, FanDuel, underdog ass shit that they got going. All these different apps. I witnessed it firsthand last year, bro. All I needed was motherfucking James Cook to get one more reception. A million more other people had needed him to do something. All of a sudden, he's leaving the goddamn game.
They got it so you can bet on every play, man. Every snap. What are they going to do? You bet on the play. Are they going to run? Are they going to pass? Who are they going to throw to?
That's the exact reason why Winkleman would be ramen noodles most of the life.
But man, they pay you 100 times the over if you bet on Jared Goff catching a touchdown pass. If you can get lucky and bet on that. Jared Goff catching a touchdown pass, bro, you'll probably make $3,000 off of $2.
Yeah, for sure.
You remember the first touchdown caught by QB and with Brad Johnson, I believe.
Really? But yeah, but Sam Howell, man, he's a little better than you think. Now, if he's our starter, I would be concerned. But no, that's a halfway decent backup to have. I would feel with the offense we got present, he could at least be a game manager somewhat. He wasn't that bad. That motherfucker, you better go look at that roster he had when he was down there. I mean, he hasn't got that many opportunities yet, man. And I also have the quarterback whisperer on my side.
Yeah.
If Sam Darnold, if the Ghost Boy can be reincarnated, anybody can, man.
Right.
If Sam Darnold
I have faith in KOC. I'm telling you that right now.
Anybody can turn their career around. Now, some of that has to do with shit he had around him, but like I said, man, everybody that's around here doing all this talking about J.J. McCarthy, he's technically a rookie. And just like Jordan Love was announced as a rookie, even though he was 4 years in. He didn't have it. J.J. McCarthy's a rookie this season. I want everybody to respect that, okay? There's been a lot of slander going on. I want to show you guys. When I was first out the gate, I'm early out the gate with mine, so I like to be ahead of the curve. When I put this on, when I send you this, when I send the crowd this is what time I'm on. I'm just going to let y'all know.
You guys ready to laugh?
No, there's nothing to laugh about.
I'm already laughing.
What the hell kind of sense on this motherfucker?
Turn
the camera around.
Before you make these guys laugh, let me talk. JJ used to love
I'm figuring it
the
out.
middle of the field in college. How many slot receivers do we have?
Look, man, you Viking fans have a lot. You guys have a lot have a lot to be excited about. I mean, I think you guys are our biggest threat in the division this year. I mean, honestly.
I think in order for us to really suck, in order for this team to suck this year, J.J. McCarthy would have to be everything that all the haters are saying he is. And if they are, you know me, if they are right, I will own it. But
bro,
if
he's even half of what they say, you guys are going to win at least 8 or 9 games, and it's not a failed season for a rookie quarterback. You know what I'm saying? It's not a failed season.
Thank you. Somebody told me you aren't even winning 9 games with J.J. McCarthy. Like, yeah, I would just hate that. But the thing about it is, bro, he's around the right people to struggle around, man. He's the
exactly. He has a former head.
He was already in the system.
Former backup quarterback.
All they say about this young man right here is that he's a handoff king. He was handing it off to the running back. He had a good wide receiver. He had all this and that defense. Well, what the fuck does he have in Minnesota, ladies and gentlemen? He's got all that right here.
Yeah, no. Bro, you guys went and got another solid
run. Tight end.
Man, he's got everything they claimed he had in Michigan. I'm telling you right now, when I put this on, just know somebody's in trouble. Tim Isaacson.
Oh my God!
Hey,
I got screenshots and all. We're gonna have some fun this year. Now, obviously, there's a lot of shit that can happen. A lot of football, there's injuries and shit. What I am hoping though, is that Jeff Okudah can find a way to steal away on this roster so he can get an added incentive against these Detroit Lions. I ain't lying. I hate the Packers. I hate the Bears. And
I hope he stays healthy.
I want to send a shout out to the Detroit Lions. Y'all my number one enemy this year. No disrespect, my boy.
No, they are, bro. They're enemy number one this year to everybody.
Detroit Lions, you've earned it. I
earned the hate.
I really am praying on the downfall this year, and I'm gonna rub it in. I really believe.
Jamez.
I don't hide my ambitions, man.
All right, so if J.J. McCarthy ends up becoming a bust, we're going to rub it in, right?
That's fine. Hey, Bill, one thing about me, I'm willing to take the risk.
I know. That's what I love about you, Jamez. You'll take it. You'll be good. You're a good sport.
I feel the reward is worth it. I love when I get to call out 80
If I'm right, the
80 people
reward
at
will
one
be
time.
well worth it.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm telling you right now, man. This kid, Tom Brady wouldn't have said what he said if he didn't believe it. Tom Brady said this kid was the next star in the NFL. He said the kid reminds me of myself. That's why I call him JJ. That's why I call him Tom Brady 2.0.
Yeah, well, but Tom Brady says a lot of shit, man. He,
Hey, that wasn't
Come on,
nice.
John. Don't insult
He did
CNN now. Come
Hey,
on, don't
Yeah,
do.
he also said that
Chavez
that
is
wasn't very
fake
nice,
news.
Willis will
man.
be better
Look,
last
Chavez
season.
is Chavez is fake news like CNN. Vikings overachieved last season.
That wasn't
We
very nice.
definitely overachieved last season. What are you talking about?
Well, duh. If Vegas has you at 7 wins,
I
you would
like
win
that.
14. I would think so. Goddamn, if you double the wins that Vegas is giving you, of course that's overachieving. But then
Yeah,
you don't
no, they
get to say
did.
that,
They
John
did.
Dorn. I
You
want to tell you
did
about John Dorn.
overachieve, bro. You did overachieve. You guys weren't expected to get anything more than 7 wins.
That's
You were
cool, Rob.
absolutely
But you want to know why John can't troll
absolutely
me on
right.
that? John Dorn can't troll me on that because he's the same motherfucker that made post about. He wouldn't stop talking about. Oh, you guys top 5 draft pick. Sam Darnold. I couldn't imagine him being my starting quarterback. And then what do you know? No
Yeah.
pun intended, man. If KOC didn't call off the dogs that first game in Green Bay, Sam Darnold was really about to put that foot in Jordan Love's ass, man.
Yeah.
That's because
Well,
John Dorn wouldn't stop running those lips. John Dorn, you need to just keep on ice fishing and messing with those girls that you're doing that stuff
well,
you're doing out there.
I mean, Mitch, that's what. But see, then it would be okay if you guys were the number one. But then you come in and throw stupid comments like Goff's number 3 in the NFL. That's how you earn the hate, bro. You saying dumb shit like that. PFF is trash.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool. You are number
And
one
you
right
already,
now. You are,
and
and
you
one time
already
you are
lost.
number one right now. But you're gonna find Lions fans gonna figure out how this year how quick she can change in the NFL in one
That's
season.
right.
I
That's
can't
right.
wait for it.
I
Now you might be
mean,
right. Now if Dan Campbell is what you guys say is, you might be able to survive this. I think your defensive
I
coordinator
think
is
his
somebody that comes at a
aggression
barbecue.
on fourth down is going to cost them again.
Seven new coordinators and 2 starting O linemen down the drain. You just
Yeah.
can't wait. I can't wait till that motherfucker until he
Half,
gets bull
half
rushed.
the coaching staff away.
Get the blue tent ready when Sonic tries this motherfucking defensive line. I ain't playing. I don't call for injuries, but they know what it is. At the end of the day, this is a professional sport where people make millions. And when my players get hurt, I don't cry. You've never seen me cry about a hurt player. So if you talk that shit about what your running back's going to do to me, Sonic and Knuckles, and Jonathan Hargraves knocks your ass to my Massachusetts, I will be trolling about it.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
giving everybody
honestly,
fair warning. So, and
if
I'm
our
willing to
offensive
accept anything
line
I
or
throw.
defensive line stay healthy, Minneapolis or Jameis,
You said what?
if our offensive line or defensive line stay healthy, I'm scared.
I'll give you the offensive line. I mean, but the defensive line, bro, we so deep on that motherfucker. Even if we don't stay healthy, bro, we got 2 guys that can't even start right now that would fuck some shit up. But I get what you're saying. Where's Dallas Tucker starting at right now? Where's the kid we just
And
drafted? But we got 3 guys right now that could probably start our D line that won't even, they're going to have to be in rotation. I get what you're saying, though, but offensive line, we do got some question marks. But at the end of the day, for offensive line, we got every top guy of the draft. They're here now. Every interior guy, if Will Fry, that's a Minnesota moving company, man. Kenny Clark's gonna have a guard. Hey, there's no more Bradbury. Kenny Clark can just toss around like a rag doll, man. Okay.
I dare
with.
Ryan. I like Ryan Kelly's a mean guy.
No, my bad. That's what that's what I meant to say. Ryan Kelly. That's the one they said that's been going at fucking. They said he been throwing people around like motherfucking bowling pins.
Yep. Ryan Kelly. Then
That's what I meant to say.
it just depends on if Darisaw starts week 1 and how we play Darisaw. Like
he ain't starting week 1. I can tell you that right now.
and that's what
How do you guys feel opening the season against Bear Johnson and the Bears?
If he's starting week 1, we
winning.
do a first round bet. Oh, hey, now that's a good opening statement for me. That's not too crazy for a rookie. He's going into a hostile environment versus Caleb. They got a halfway decent defense over there. That's a game where even though I wouldn't be surprised if he lose, I just want him to look. Man, I just want him to make a couple nice passes, get hit a couple times. It's not about win or lose for these first 2 weeks for me. Even though I would want him to win, obviously. I think he could. If he could come out there out the gate and get the confidence going. I ain't gonna lie. I'm telling you right now, the Vikings are gonna win that game by 3 points.
I can see a field goal win. Yeah.
If he's got relied, I think it's gonna be a lot of Jordan Mason.
It's going to be a close game. Like we played the Bears, no matter where we played them, we played them really good.
Yeah, they
It's
tough.
my favorite. It's actually my favorite division team to watch.
They play
us
tough.
play because every year we play them good. Doesn't matter if one team sucks and one team doesn't.
I just don't
But
know.
we
Ben
always
Johnson's
play
gonna
those guys good.
I'm just hoping Brian Flores, he should be able to throw some shit at Ben Johnson
Yeah,
opening night for him, and I think it's Monday night. think it's the last game of the week too, Monday night, bro. So I'm thinking that Flores, he should be able to throw some shit at Ben Johnson as he's trying to figure it out for the first time live.
Shit.
John says it's a 3-3 tie, man, for you guys.
Man, listen, but
Man, would that be a boring fucking game to watch or what, man?
That would suck.
right.
That would really suck.
What's amusing
I
to
don't
me
see
about
that though. I don't honestly don't see that at all.
It was 3-3 until Caleb Williams got his ass ice cream sandwich by this motherfucking juggernaut. So I'm telling you, this defense alone is gonna keep us
Our
in some
edge
games,
rush
buddy.
alone can
This
get
defense
you.
alone is gonna keep us in some games, man.
Yeah, but you got Aaron Jones, you got Justin Jeffrey, you got playmakers, bro.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be 3-3. I think it could be possibly 17-21 at least on one side. With
Don't
all
worry about it. As long as we just gotta try to get it going. Because it gets tougher. I'm talking about this schedule that the commissioner gave us this year, but it's no joke, man.
Hang on, I'm a little bit curious about something. Anybody know what Caleb Williams' overall record is against all QBs from the same draft class as him? Because I know he lost against both Jaden Daniels as well as he lost to Drake May. But I'm wondering who else has he matched up against.
I'm not sure what the overall is, but yeah, he got robbed of that Jaden Daniel one. That's gonna be his first little signature win too. That's fucked up, man.
Well, he does get a shot of revenge this year because everybody's playing the Commanders this year.
Mm-hmm. That sure is.
Everybody from the north had to play everybody in the east, so enjoy and have fun. We'll see who's better.
I will be waiting, buddy. Oh, hey, Rock, they said revenge is a dish best served cold, motherfucker.
I'm telling you, man, it's going to be a fun season, man. North versus the East, man. This is going to be like the Civil War.
I can't wait to see them Cowgirls.
One second. We're going 4-0 against the East.
Okay, with both statements like that, I got to.
You ain't going 4-0 against the East, boy. You better shut the fuck up. You better learn your place, bro.
Okay, so maybe you'll beat the worst team, the Packers, you know?
Yeah. I'm going to tell you the truth, man. It's going to be like the Civil War, man. It's going to be like, the North versus the South, only the distance was the North versus the East. This shit's going to be
going to be a good battle. Like, you guys got good teams. One really overrated
everybody
team,
gets
though.
to play everybody. The only team I hope y'all don't beat the shit out of is us. Everybody else, I hope y'all kill them. I hope you beat the shit out of the Giants. I hope you beat the shit out of Dallas. I hope you beat the shit out of Washington.
You're going
Just
down.
Dallas is overrated. I think we all can agree about that.
I think so too. I don't think Dallas is going to be a good team at all. I think they're going to be another 7-10 team again.
Man, what year is the Cowboys not overrated? Because how many times do we hear their fans say, this is our year?
Every year.
Every year, just like the Packers.
Yeah, but we're
the Packers are nothing close to that, Wink. I gotta defend them on that.
No, they every fan in it that's a Packer always says, "This is our year."
Not everyone.
Not as bad as Dallas.
Not everybody, buddy. Not everybody.
No,
Since
not as bad as
2002.
Not me.
Winkleman, Cowboys fans could be 2-16 and they'll still say that shit. Oh, it's our year. It's our year.
Yeah, they're dumbasses.
I'll
We
give
gotta
you
call it,
that.
guys.
Like Cowboys are that bad, but it's Cowboy. As far as fan bases go, it's Cowboys number one. Worth on overrating their team.
Oh, for sure. But anyway, we got to call it. That's the end of our show. I want to thank you guys for coming and comment. Thank you for your opinions, and we'll see you next time.
All right, see you guys later.
Yeah, yo, it's game time, ain't no messing around. Huddle Sports Network, the best in town. From NFL rumors to the latest trends, we got all your sports, just tune in, my friends. Catch us on Roku, Fire Stick, take your pick. Facebook, YouTube, where the action's slick. Daily shows that drop like a bomb. From 10 to 11, it's Ken and Ken, stay calm. Huddle up, catch the vibe, feel the rush. Get your news, get your fills in the clutch. Over 27 podcasts, we breaking it down. Join the team, Huddle Sports, wear the crown. Live every weekday, it's how we roll. Lions Talk with Jeremy B, we taking a stroll. From 11 to 12, don't miss a beat. We break down the game, make the info sweet. The Daily Huddle podcast, noon to 1. CST Zone, we're just having fun. Toss your doubts, we bring the facts. Tune into the Huddle.